Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Jackets will kick this away to get us going here. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to find some room. It's Lucas. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop on the play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Oh, what a move. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Takes the handoff again. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And that's good enough for a first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Gain of 10.
As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 7, Florida State 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they've got him.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The Yellow Jackets pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will have first and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's long.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
Here's a first and 10 play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 28. Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
And as we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the point after is good.
Georgia Tech, 14, Florida State, 0.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Grab down the middle. It's Ray. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And they get him down after the completion. The completion makes it second down. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. This try is no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The pass rush closing in. The sack and the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is brought down. Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Quick throw to his receiver. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The Yellow Jackets will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Ray. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Scanning the field, it's Kromenhoek. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Jukes to get free. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's long. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Number 29 with the carry.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 21, Florida State 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Ray. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
First down and 10 now. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Now the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
28, Florida State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The defense makes the stop after the completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quick completion to the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking downfield. It's Kromenhoek. Lets it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wideout. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They call the draw play here. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.